Hi everyone.
Good afternoon. Nirmala, are you sharing your screen?
Yes.
All right, I think it's taken just a moment. My name is Kate LaChapelle. I'm a Senior Product Manager representing Amazon Brand Analytics.
Hi everyone. My name is Nirmala Ranganathan. I'm a Principal Product Manager representing Amazon Search Science and AI.
I will kick us off today by reviewing the feedback we heard from selling partners like you that prompted us to build the search analytics experience. Then I'll cover what is launched so far to address these seller problems.
Later, I will cover upcoming new releases. We will take questions in the end, so please submit your questions.
Okay, let's get started. What has launched so far? At Amazon, we start from the customer and work backwards. In 2020, we conducted interviews to understand selling partners' analytics needs. We've heard your feedback loud and clear. Brands told us that while the search terms report we provide as a part of the brand analytics is useful, it doesn't go deep enough and doesn't provide insights specific to your brand. Here are some quotes from brands. Amazon doesn't really tell me how customers are discovering my products. I'm unable to find what a customer typed into search that led them to our product, along with my sales conversion. Since we don't have data, we're not certain if customers were presented the product and rejected it, or if they simply weren't exposed to the products. It was very clear that search performance data would unlock a number of powerful insights and actions. During the 2021 Accelerate conference, we announced that we will be launching 2 new search performance dashboards that will address many of these seller problems. We're very excited to have launched the first 2 dashboards, Search Query Performance and Search Catalog Performance, in the US. These dashboards increase awareness of your customers' intent, what they search for, how they find your products, what the search funnel looks like, what is working, and where there are opportunities to improve. Let's take a closer look at these dashboards. The search analytics dashboards are accessible in Seller Central through the brand's navigations link. Once you land in the brand analytics page, all the available dashboards are listed at the top. The most popular dashboard is the Search Query Performance dashboard. This dashboard helps brands understand the performance of the top queries relevant to their brand. The Search Query Performance dashboard helps answer questions such as, what queries led customers to my brand? The data is available for 3 reporting time periods, weekly, monthly, and quarterly. As you can see from this sample dashboard, it includes a list of search queries and their performance ordered by search query score. For those unfamiliar with this dashboard, here's a quick summary. First, we choose queries based on the relevancy to your brand. Second, we limit these to the top 1,000 queries. The limit is based on the brand's query performance score. We use a combination of impressions, clicks, cart ads, and purchases, as well as your own brand performance to compute this score for each query. We share metrics for each query across the entire shopping journey, including impressions, clicks, cart ads, and purchases, and your brand's share of each of those metrics. Let's take a closer look at these metrics, using some examples to better understand how to interpret them and make useful decisions. In these examples, we're using a made-up brand called Neros and fictitious products for illustration purposes. You will see the relative queries are sorted by their query score. The query volume is the number of times the query was searched for the given period. Impressions is the number of ASINs impressed for that query. When an ASIN is shown in the results page for the query, it counts as 1 impression. The total and brand count includes both organic and sponsored ASINs. If we look at this first highlighted example, we can see that this query, low acid coffee pods, has a high number of impressions. However, the Neros brand share is only 1.2%, which is a signal of high visibility but low engagement. Perhaps your product title or image is not aligned with the intent of the search query, or your product price is not competitive. You may want to take a closer look at these and see if any adjustments should be made. In this second highlighted example, we see that for the query L-carnitine coffee weight loss, the Neros brand has a high impression and a high click share. However, there is a drop in cart ads and purchases. So we can see that this query has high engagement but low conversion. Customers are visiting the detail page, but not following through with a purchase. This could be that the detail page is not convincing to customers, or your product may not be matching the customer intent in the query. The product title includes terms such as L-carnitine and weight loss, and while your product might exhibit these qualities, your detail page probably isn't convincing. You can use this data to see where your products might not be matching customer expectations. The Query Performance Dashboard helps you understand the competitive landscape and understand how to better meet customers' intent. Review your listings to see if it has search terms customers look for that match your product description, image, and bullet points. You may also find that you have an opportunity to launch a new product where there is an underserved demand. The Search Catalog Performance Dashboard provides a comprehensive view of your brand's catalog performance. The Search Catalog Performance Dashboard helps brands understand their sales funnel at the product level and identify conversion issues or drop-off points where they lose customer attention. The metrics shared are focused on funnel performance, starting with Amazon search results. It does not include other pages' performance, such as the gateway or the detail page. The view will default to the last week, but you can adjust it to show monthly and quarterly time periods as well. Let's deep dive a few areas to understand how to interpret these metrics. The total number of products varies by your brand, but you'll see every product from your brand. We limit the number of products you can view to 10,000 at a time. The total impressions count includes both organic and sponsored impressions originating from the search results page. It does not include search widgets performance such as top rated or new arrivals. We will expand the data set to include these in the future. One common question we get is, why does the search total sales not match with the sponsored products or orders reports? This is very important, so please listen carefully. The purchases attributed to organic and sponsored here in this dashboard use a 24-hour period attribution, meaning the impressions, clicks, cart ads, and purchases should have occurred within a 24-hour period. However, this is not how all other dashboard metrics are calculated. So please pay attention when you compare two different dashboard data sets. The search traffic sales is not your total sales number. It is a sales number that originated from the search results. So the Catalog Performance Dashboard helps you first understand your performance in the product search results. Second, quickly identify products that merit a closer inspection. You can diagnose where the shopping funnel is converting and where you're falling off. Third, access the performance by a specific category and for different time periods, weekly, monthly, and quarterly. Now let's take a look at some of the positive comments from our Something partners. Hands down, one of the best releases so far from Amazon. Analyzing the search funnel is made easier. We can see where we are doing well and where to improve. Understanding what customers are looking for helped us optimize our listings. Based on the unmet customer demand, we launched 2 variations of our coffee pod product. Thank you for the awesome feedback. We also heard from you that there were opportunities where we can improve. We are excited to share several new features that will be launched this year based on your request. Let's first take a look at your feedback. I don't trust the data. It's unclear how you compute these metrics. Where can I get additional details? Query performance relevant to my products will help us understand customer demand for products we care about. We sell products in different marketplaces, such as US, UK. Can we access these dashboards in other marketplaces? It is hard to infer insights and know what to act on. Exporting data will at least help us derive trends and insights. The search metrics glossary will help you understand the metrics we are sharing, its definition, and how it is calculated. We have just launched a new query performance dashboard view specific to your product. We are expanding search analytics dashboards to more marketplaces. You will soon be able to download the search dashboards data and gain specific insights. Now, I will turn it over to Nirmala to share details about these new launches.
Thank you, Kate. Okay, hi everyone. I'm very excited to share with you the upcoming new launches. First, I'll share how you can access the metrics definitions and details. With clear understanding of the metrics, you can use the search data to its full potential. We heard your feedback that it isn't always clear what each metrics means and how it is calculated. There is also a lack of trust in the search data and the shared data. Part of the reason is the lack of understanding of how the search metrics are computed. The search metrics glossary page is key to get good understanding of the metrics. The metrics glossary is accessible from multiple access points, outside and within each of the search dashboards. It will help you understand what the metrics means, how is it calculated, so that you can make the most informed decisions. Let us review a sample glossary page. You can search for metrics you care about across all brand analytics dashboards. This is an easy way to access the metric across many different reports. For example, when you type shipping, you will see metrics with the keyword shipping in the title and/or details. We have also included See Additional Metrics Details link, which contains more details about the metric. Let us take, for example, the purchases total count metric in the query performance dashboard. It includes additional details such as counts, the products purchased for the query. Also, we do not exclude purchases that are cancelled and returned after the order is placed. The count we share is not your total sales. Rather, it is the count of purchases coming only from the search results page for a specific search query. Customers can buy your product without coming to search. They can directly land on the detail page of your product from other websites. These purchases are not included in the total count. The purchase attribution logic we use is different from the one that is used in other dashboards. Meaning, say a customer searched for casual shoes, clicked your product and added to cart. However, they purchase only after the 24-hour period, say the following day. We do not attribute that purchase to the total count. As I know, we are very conservative in the way we do attribution. It is important to be extremely accurate so that we do not show complementary products to a search query such as socks for casual shoes query. We will continue to improve this logic to be more inclusive, but at the same time, we cannot compromise on the accuracy when it comes to the buyers. One of the reasons for not trusting the data is because brands compare these metrics with other dashboards such as impressions or purchases from sponsored products, orders, sales reports. Obviously, you will find the data does not match even though the metric's name is the same. I might sound like a broken record, but it is very important to understand that the metrics in search dashboards are pertinent to only the search page funnel. Customers could purchase directly coming to details page. And like I said, we are very conservative in the way we are attributing. So you will see the smaller number compared to the other dashboard. We are improving our attribution logic so that we can be more inclusive. So please review the glossary to first understand how the metrics are calculated before you use the data to make any kind of business decisions. The glossary, of course, can be accessed in 14 different languages for each marketplaces. Here is an example of 2 different marketplaces and the glossary as well. Here is an exciting news. We have enhanced the query performance dashboard with an additional view. We call it as the ASIN view. Before I dive deep into the ASIN view, let us see what is available today. The search query performance dashboard includes only the brand performance when we originally launched. The search queries listed are all associated with your brand's catalog, meaning if you sell coffee and tea, the list of queries will be related to those product categories. For example, the query coffee pots is strongly associated with one or more of your products in your catalog. Hence, it is part of this list. The metrics includes total count of impressions, clicks, cart ads, and purchases. Also, your brand share of that performance. Brands appreciate this view because they can see which queries they are excelling and which ones needs more attention. However, the brand share could be more than one product of yours, and figuring out which product is hard. To be actionable, brands also need to see which query is relevant to each of these products. So let us take a look at the newly released ASIN view. We recently introduced the ASIN view, which is part of the query performance dashboard. It's a second tab in the query performance dashboard. Here is a sample data set created just for illustrative purposes. You need to first select a product, say Nero's Organic Keto Coffee Pots. The top search queries listed will be associated with the selected product. You can enhance the product and its listing based on the search terms used in the query, such as, say, weight loss. Just like brand view, the search query score is used to figure out the top performing query. Just 1 second, I will want to explain it. The search query score is nothing to do with just query volume or impressions or clicks. It's a combination of many different metrics to compute this score. The number of queries here varies by the selected product. But I would say that it will be somewhere between the range of 50 to 100 usually. This view looks very similar to the brand view. It includes the same number of metrics as the brand view. The difference is the columns ASIN count and ASIN share. So we also introduce another one called query performance details. Just like in the query performance view, you can click on a query in the query performance, and then you can view the top performing ASINs in the selected query for the selected time period. And then you can access impression and click share for the query for those products. Here, I'm not talking about just your own ASIN. I'm talking about the top performing ASINs for the selected query for the selected time period. So the query performance details dashboard provides additional details of a specific search query. Now, this view is still work in progress, so we might need to change the UI a little bit, but I'm going to share with you a sneak peek of how it will look like. These details will help brands understand their performance better and take specific actions. So for example, this dashboard shows how your ASINs are performing for the query in relation to other top performing brands. You can see how your ASINs are performing along with the top performing ASINs here. And then we also share the impression share, clicks, click share, and click rate for each ASIN. Now we might limit it to top 10 at this point, but then based on the feedback, we might increase it more. But you also look at it that we don't show cart ads and purchases that are very sensitive data for each sellers, and we don't want to show those data sets. So here is an exciting news. We have launched the search catalog and search query performance in US today, but we also have launched worldwide. We heard from many brands like you who sell products worldwide that they have been waiting to access these dashboards in their respective marketplaces. So we are excited to announce that we have just this week actually launched these dashboards to 17 other marketplaces. Yay, you can access this dashboard, that means. How? You can access Search Analytics dashboard in other marketplaces by choosing the marketplace from the marketplace selector. The data surfaced in these dashboards may vary by marketplace. Maybe it's a subtle difference between the marketplaces, but mostly it's the same. So thank you for your patience. And I can't wait to hear feedback from brands around the world. Okay, here is another exciting news. So today you can access the search performance dashboard only through Seller Center. And I'm very excited to announce that this is one of the highly anticipated releases, the launch of downloads capability, which will allow you to export the search performance metrics. Every single brand we interacted with shared the need for the ability to export the data. These are actually actual quotes from customers. It would be nice if I could export and do some more analysis. I need more control over the filters and sorts. By downloading the search data, I can infer insights, which otherwise harder to accomplish. I like to export the search data so that I can set my own rules, create charts, observe trends, week over week or month over month. A single snapshot is not that useful, but we want to see the trend. And downloads will give you the capability to do that. So I'm excited to say that we are releasing the download capability before end of this year. It's not available today, but before end of this year, you will get it. You will also be able to find the download button accessible within each of the dashboard. Here is something new we are going to try. We will include 2 download options for some of the dashboard, such as query performance brand view. First, the simple view, it includes data exactly what is displayed in the dashboard. For example, if you have added 20 columns in the view, then you will get 20 columns. But the most important distinction is that this limits the number of queries that has been downloaded. Like I said, in the query performance, it will show only 1,000 queries at a time. So when you download it, that 1,000 queries will be downloaded. In other words, what you see is what you get more from the number of queries point of view. Whereas the second option is the comprehensive view or canned report. This report takes into account only 2 filters, brand and reporting range. And also it includes a lot more queries than 1,000 limit imposed by the UX. The number of queries, of course, will vary based on the brand, for the brand view or ASIN that you select in the ASIN view. But I would say in many cases, the number of queries is at least doubled. I'm very excited because it will also enable us to experiment new metrics without investing too much. The new release will also allow you to download in CSV format. I know you want to export in Excel as well, so we will expand to other formats in the future. So clicking on this generate download button will land you to the download manager page. So the downloads manager is a new page that includes download requests from all the brand analytics dashboard, not just catalog and query performance. So you can view it all at one place. One, it is easy for you to track all download reports in one place. Second, we will capture the details of the report such as time frame, date range, download type, which will help you identify the report easily. Third, we will capture the status of the download activity depending on the size of the download, right? The report will be ready to download in a minute if it is very simple, or sometimes it might take 30 minutes. So once ready, the download link will be available in this page for about 30 days for you to download. You can also access this page directly from the Downloads Manager link on the top of the page, so you don't need to even go to any dashboard to access this page. Again, we will gradually launch this capability before the end of the year and expand to all marketplaces once we are confident that there are no major issues. So our goal is to get it to worldwide. So stay tuned. We are excited to hear feedback from you on this. So let's recap. Uncover opportunities to improve discovery and conversion using the search query performance dashboard. And then you can improve the performance of your own product across all queries using the search catalog performance dashboard. Ability to download will enable you to combine various data sets and analyze the performance by viewing them week over week and month over trend. We value your feedback and want to hear from you. We review feedback regularly as we use it to inform our product strategy, and it helps to ensure we are investing in the right ways to help make our brands more successful. You have two ways to share your feedback. Take a survey from any of the dashboard via the Take a Feedback survey link. Rate our page and provide additional comments through the feedback button in the lower left-hand corner of each dashboard. I hope this session has introduced you to some new features that can help you accelerate your business. We are very keen to hear what questions you have for us. So let's move on to Q&A. Kate, can you please join me?
Okay, let's get started. So I can take this first question. Who can access the dashboards? So you must be registered in the Amazon brand registry and have the brand representative role in order to be able to access the search analytics dashboards. If you are the brand representative, you can then grant secondary users in your own organization to access the dashboards through the global permissions page in Seller Central.
Let's see, we are waiting for the questions to come in. As we are waiting for it, by the way, the catalogs and query performance dashboard is available worldwide. Like we said, please use it, leave feedback.
Here's another question that I think I can take. How are the search performance dashboards different from the existing search reports in brand analytics? The existing search terms report in brand analytics shows what all customers on Amazon are searching for, but that information isn't specific to your brand. In contrast, the search analytics dashboards we showed you today are specific to your brand's ASINs and show the top queries for your brand. These new brand-specific dashboards have a much more comprehensive and deeper data set. Don't worry, the existing search terms report is not going away. You'll be able to continue to use the older report as well as the new dashboards that we showed today.
I want to add something. I got a question other day that the search term dashboard, the numbers are different from the one search catalog or search query performance. Like I said, the search query performance is pertinent to your own brand. We calculate for that particular time period and only those that are relevant to your brand. And like Kate said, search term dashboard is for everyone to access. You can search for any queries and get the high level details about it. So I don't think you should compare this with the query performance per se, because we have cleaned up a lot in query performance to make sure that it's relevant to your business.
I see another question. I missed the first few minutes. Where would I find this info on Seller Central? So the dashboards are accessible from the brands navigation link. Oh, I think, Nirmala, are you speaking?
No.
I think you might be on mute, or maybe it's just lagging. Oh, apologies. I think I was looking at the wrong screen. Okay, so there is a question. How do you access these dashboards in Seller Central? So under the brands navigation link, which is at either the top of the Seller Central dashboard, if that's where you've placed your navigation, or far to the left, there is a specific navigation called brands. And under there, you'll see the brand analytics tab, which will take you directly to the query performance dashboard. And from there, you can access all of our dashboards. Let's see. Nirmala, maybe you can take this question. What other metrics are you planning to add?
We would love to hear from you what metrics matters to you. But one of the areas that brands have been asking for is organic rank position. So I want to know where my product is ranked in the search results. Is it in the first rank, third rank, fourth rank? Where is it? Is it in the top 3? Some brands consider top 3 is acceptable. Some brands think that the top 16 position for a query and ASIN is acceptable. So we are also working on powering additional insight, which we didn't cover today because it's an early stage. But we would love to share organic ranking position related metrics and insights. In addition to that, we are also looking for badges information like Prime badge. What is your performance with and without Prime badge, etc. So these are the things upcoming right now, but we did hear a couple more metrics that we can share. At this point, first, we want to make sure you understand the metrics we share and use it in a more positive manner, and then slowly we will also expand it. Like I said, we are still learning. If you find anything not working for you, please leave the feedback so we will also improve it and improve the glossary as well if something is not clear.
Great. I see another question coming in. Are these features going to be accessible for vendors as well? This is a great question, and we get this quite often. And it's very timely because we are currently working on getting this over to Vendor Central. We're going to start with a small pilot. Nirmala, do you want to add more details there?
So yes, vendors are equally important to us. We really wanted to give it to you. We are going to test it first, a pilot test. Reason is because there might be subtle differences in the value or the metrics that you might want to use it. So we want to test it to see if the given data is valuable to you or we have to improve some more. And once we learn it, we'll definitely launch it to the vendors in the Vendor Central. But we are excited about that launch.
Here's another question. Will we be putting search analytics on mobile? Will it be accessible from the mobile application in Seller Central? We currently don't have any plans to take this to mobile. We've learned that rich data-centric applications typically lend themselves better to desktop views. However, brands often tell us that mobile applications are useful to alerting them to a change that they may want to respond to. So as we look deeper into newer features, we'll continue to evaluate brands' needs in this area. That's a great question. Here's another one. I like month over month, week over week trend charts. When will you have more visualization? So yes, we've also received feedback from brands. They want to see more trends and visualization charts and graphs. So we are currently working on this. We're planning this on our roadmap for early next year. So stay tuned.
I see a question on the query details. Is the query details section available now, or is it coming up for seeing how our brand is performing against other brands? We are actively working on query details. Actually, you're the first one to see this. We were debating, should we show it? It's an early stage, but yeah, why not? So it's coming soon. We are actively working on it. Hopefully,
I like month over
before
month,
the end.
trend charts. When will you have?
Sorry, I heard some echo, but hopefully we will release it by end of this year.
I'm not seeing any other questions currently.
As we are trying to get the questions, I would say that just like you are leaving feedback on what didn't work, we would love to hear from you what actually worked for you. What data have you used? What actions have you taken? Because it's very important for us to understand so that we can invest in those areas and even educate other sellers as well as we learn from you. You are working in the field, you know what is going on, you know your data better. So we are interested to hear all the positive decisions also what you made. There is a question. It says that when will we get access to brand metrics? What do they mean by when will we get access to brand metrics? We have all of this is about the brand related data, whether it's the catalog performance, query performance. If I understand correctly, what you are talking about is when can you access this entire dashboard or query performance brand view? If that is the case, it should be available this week worldwide. So you should be able to access it. I don't know what brand metrics here means, sorry. And another question, yeah, go ahead, Kate.
Go ahead, Nirmala. This is a good one.
Okay, so the question is, maybe I missed that. Does it only show organic traffic or also including paid traffic, app and browser data? So it does include organic and sponsored products shown in the search results, doesn't include widgets. So it's a combination of both organic and sponsored. Impression, clicks, contact purchases is the total count. Having said that, here is the key distinction. The way we attribute purchases to a given clicks or given impressions is different than what ads team do it. So sometimes I see brands say that it's error because sponsored product shows these many impressions, you're showing this much. How can the total count can be lower than the ones that's shown in the ads? Their attribution is different. Our attribution is different. Always remember that in the search results, buyers are seeing is, of course, you as a seller, also as a buyer of Amazon, right? You don't want to see unrelated information, irrelevant information. So we have to be extremely careful in 100% accurate on, okay, this query is relevant to this. We are talking about coffee pod, not tea pod. So we cannot just unrelated. So we are going extra measure to have this attribution completely precise. For that, what happens when you see it, the search data, oh, it is lower than what I expected. We are improving the attribution, so you will see better results going forward. But it does include sponsored and organic.
I see another question coming in. What is the average percentage of product basket ads which actually result in a purchase? This is a great question. I don't think maybe if you have calculated the average across all brands or all products. I think this would be really specific to an individual brand and an individual product. Nirmala, do you have any thoughts to add there?
So the question is, if I understand correctly, can you repeat it? They want to know the purchase.
What is the average percentage of products basket ads which actually result in a purchase? So the average add to carts conversion, the average conversion. But I think that questions across all products or all brands, which
I find it not that useful when I say average 5% clicks or something. It's not that useful. It makes sense for a particular query and particular category, more importantly, and where you are looking at, because every category is different, and where you are competing for in which query is different. So putting the average, we were thinking about originally, oh, let's give Amazon wide average. Then seller said it's not that actionable. So, and it's also misleading. If I say 12%, do you want to shoot for 12% for a category that typically gets 3% for even top brands? So yeah, we don't provide that. But the question behind the question is, it would be great to give some comparison, so that I want to know if this click rate or cart ad rate or purchase rate is meaningful, or am I lagging behind? That's a very good question behind the question, and so we will work on comparison and in the future as well, as we are adding more to it.
I don't see any more questions coming in. It looks like we are just
there is that's one last question maybe we can take is in the search catalog performance section, there are some ASIN titles that we do not sell, have not sold. Is there a way to remove these from the results? You are seeing some ASIN titles that you don't sell it, and we are showing it. It would be great if we can file a request so that we can take a look at it, what titles or ASINs you don't sell, and that's showing it. Currently, this is a push, not the pull, meaning that you can't delete it in the results at this point. But that's something that we can take back and work towards it. But if you don't mind filing a request or ticket, we can take a look at it to see why this is showing up. Yeah. So with that, I think we are right on time. Thank you so much for attending.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.